Hello friends and welcome. Let's solve this exponential equation together. It's very simple, okay? And remember, you are going to learn a lot, so ensure to stay throughout the end. So what do we do? Now, to answer this question, very important, let's remind ourselves of the fact that when you have a to the power of m multiply a to the power of n, according to your indices, what does it give you? It gives you a to the power of m plus n. So this is the same as this, okay? Now, for this, it can still be 5 to the power of x, then we multiply, okay, by 5 to the power of 2 is equal to this 4. Now, what did you observe? You observe that this is base 4 and these ones are base 5. Now, the question is there a possibility of us expressing this 4 in a product of 5? Does it work that way? No, you cannot have this 4 expressed as a product of 5. So in that case, just simplify. This is 5 to the power of 2, means 5 times 5, and that will give us 25. So we have 5 to the power of x is being multiplied by 25 is equal to 4. Now our target is to find x. And because of this multiplication, you have to take the reverse of it, which is to divide. So we're going to divide this by 25 to remove it, okay? So we divide by 25. And if you do that, here is 1. 5 to the power of x times 1 will give us 5 to the power of x is equal to 4 all over 25. At this point, you ask yourself, can we express 4 over 25 to be in base 5? Is it possible? Now, if your answer is no, just note it down that each time you're working with exponential equation and you get to a point where you cannot express maybe either the right side or the left side of the exponential to be in a base of the other, please remember to use your logarithm. So in this case, you are going to apply logarithm to the both sides. So in that case, we are going to take the logarithm of both sides. So we have logarithm of 5 to the power of x is equal to logarithm of 4 over 25. Now, what do we do again? Remember your rule of logarithm, which says that if you have log a to the power of n, just simply use the power to multiply, and that will give us n log a. Okay, that's very important. Then another thing that you should also remember is in logarithm is that when you have log of a all over b dividing, it means log a, then you have minus log b. Very important. So this is going to be our guide now. So in that case, what do we do? Let's apply it. So if you're applying it, we are going to have, for this, x will multiply. So we now have x log 5 is equal to, for this, we are going to have log of 4 minus log of 25. So what do you do again? Remember, our target is to find x. So to do that, you remove this, you do it by dividing. So you divide by log 5, divide this by log 5, and also divide this by log 5. So in that case, this will cancel this. So we are left with x is equal to, we are having log 4 all over log 5 minus, for 25, 25 can be expressed as a product of 5, which is 5 times 5, and that is 5 squared. Okay, so in that case, we can replace this as log 5 squared all over log 5. What do we do again? Let's remember this rule again and use it to simplify this. So to do that, we are going to also have, this is going to give us x. Okay, we can write it here. X will now be log of 4 over log 5 minus, use this to multiply, we have 2 log 5 over log 5. So in that case, you see this log 5 will cancel log 5. So we're going to have x is equal to log 4 over log 5 minus 2. So what do you do? Now we simplify this again, but remember the rule which says that if you have log a over log b, okay, it simply means log A, then this becomes the base. We call it change of base rule. Okay, these are some simple rules you should note. Now, apply this here. We are going to have x is going to give us log of, this will now be 4, then the base will now be 5 minus 2. So this is going to be our answer. You can also write it this way if you wish. You can also write it this way as x is equal to, so you can also represent it as x is equal to -2 plus log 4 base 5. So either of these is correct. Now the next we need to do is to check to know if actually our answer is correct. Now to do the check, we are going to do it to the left side to know if we can get 4. So we are going to check. So we have 5 to the power of, what's our x? Our x is this. So we have -2 plus log 4 base 5, then plus these 2. Okay, let's see if we can get 4. Now what do you do there? You see that -2 plus 2 is 0. So it means we are left with 5 to the power of log 4 base 5. Now, there is another important rule in logarithm. Please note some of these rules. It will guide you a lot when you're working with indices and logarithm. Okay, so the rule says that if you have a to the power of log, let's say m base a, we call it the anti-logarithm rule. Okay, when you have something like, watch out for this base is the same with the base of the logarithm. Now when you have such, the answer is always what? This m. Did you see it? So this is also another important guide. Now what do? Apply it here. You are going to see that this base of the log is the same with this 5. So if these two are the same, then our answer should be equal to 4. And that's what we get at the right side of the equation. So it means our answer corresponds. And I hope this helps you a lot. Remember, you can ask questions in the comment section. You can also tell us what you would want us to talk more or talk about in our next class. Subscribe for the more you get. Let's know how much this is helpful to you. It helps us to serve you best. See you and give this a thumbs up. Bye-bye.